Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. You join me for a monthly favourites and a monthly Project 10 pan update, and we have some empties. I'm going to start with favourites. There's not like a huge number of them because, to be fair, I filmed my last favourites video / Project 10 pan update like 2.5 weeks ago, so it's not been a huge amount of time, but there are some like real new favourites in here, and especially in the hair care category. Not that you can really tell because I'm like on day 4 hair, but if you've watched a couple of my vlogs you will have seen that my hair has been like, let's get going. I'm going to start with makeup favourites. So because of Project 10 pan, it does mean that a lot of the time my makeup is same with some of the products that I'm finishing and some of the swap outs that I've made. I am starting to get a bit more of variety in my day-to-day makeup routine, and there's been 2 new favourites. So the first one are the Rare Beauty lip oils. So these are the tinted lip oils and I have them in the shade Wonder and Serenity, and part of the reason why I have really enjoyed these is on their own they're beautiful, they're stunning, everyone loves them, but the colour payoff is a little bit, it's not quite as strong as I'd want it to be if I've got like a full face of makeup on. But with my lip liner, which is part of Project 10 pan, so therefore I'm using it a lot more often, I do that around the outside of my lips, blend it a little bit into the middle and then top it off with one of these 2. Now you're talking. So yeah, I've been really enjoying them. They're so cooling and just like easy as anything to apply on the lips, and they feel hydrating. I don't necessarily know if they are hydrating, I think it's a little bit of a placebo effect, but they feel hydrating, they feel amazing, they look great, colours are beautiful. So yeah, these have become 2 favourites as of late, but partly because of the like Project 10 pan setup that I have. So yeah, big fan. And then the other favourite, which I think is quite funny considering it was an empty from either last month or the month before in Project 10 pan, is the Benefit Hoola bronzer, but more explicitly the Benefit Cheeky Cheeks palette, which has a bronzer, a blush and a highlighter, and honestly these are stunning. And I don't know why, obviously everyone talks about the Hoola Benefit bronzer like all the time, but the Shelly blush and the Cookie highlighter are truly beautiful. I think this may become my go-to palette that I take away with me when I'm going away, because these colours are beautiful, and I wouldn't let myself open this up until I'd finished the other Hoola bronzer. So I've had this for, I think I got it in November, maybe December, but I've had it for quite a few months, but I hadn't opened it because I was like, it's, you know, it's got a product that I'm trying to use up, so let's not open it and get myself distracted. But now, yeah, I'm a big fan. Let's go on to the kind of skincare and hair care bits. So if we go through skincare favourites, I mean, this has been well and truly loved. Look how little I've got left. This is one of those products that was in my cupboard or my drawers for ages and I didn't quite know what to do with it. And then I saw someone say online that if you mix a body oil with your body butter, magic happens. And I have to say, it's true. This is the NYX, I think it's called the Huile Prodigieux. The Huile Prodigieux. Let's not show that clip to my French mother-in-law, but it is a multi-purpose dry oil, which is for face, body and hair. I find in my hair it's a bit, I don't really like it as a hair oil. For my face, I find it a bit heavy. So for me, this is definitely a body oil, but I mix this in with whatever body butter I'm deciding to use at that time. It smells incredible and it feels so nice. I've not got a huge amount of this left. I do have some other body oils which I'll probably move on to next, but I do think that if I was ever out of body oil, this would be my like go-to. I have a fragrance also of this, like a perfume, and it smells good. Going on to smells and things smelling nice. This is a perfume that I bought at university. So one, how it's still going and still smells amazing, I do not know. But also, I kind of forgot about it. And then in this kind of trying to use up things in my life, I kind of find myself now instinctively going for things I wouldn't normally use. And so I dug this out and oh my god, it smells amazing. I mean, I feel like this is such an old school classic. So it's the Lacoste fragrance. I don't know what it's actually called. Alex actually ironically has the green one, which we both bought independently of each other before we'd ever met, and we have matching fragrances. So yeah, this, I'm terrible at like scents, so I'll put a little scent description here, but oh my god, it just smells so good, like so nice. And it brings me back to being 20, which I'm not exactly sure how I feel about, but I kind of want to override that feeling with being 28. So it honestly, it's covered in dust. Like, this is a really freaking old fragrance that I have had for a very long time, and I've used like a bit of it, but I've fallen back in love with it recently and it smells delicious. And then we're going to finish off with hair favourites. So continuing on the scent front, this is so unnecessary and so not something you ever need to purchase. And if you don't have it, I mean, I love it, but you don't need to buy it. And it's the Gizu honey infused hair perfume, and I think this is like the original one. Oh, it smells so good. So the reason why I love to use this especially is if I've sprayed loads of hairspray, and hairspray doesn't smell very nice. So if I've curled my hair or I've done the little like bit, which to be honest I did, but it's like dropped out, and I have to spray some like hairspray in to keep it kind of there, my hair then smells of hairspray, which no one wants. So I spray a little bit of this over the top and it smells so good. Like, I kind of want to use this just as like a normal perfume, which I guess there's nothing stopping me from doing that, but it's so unnecessary. You really don't need it. No one is ever telling you to buy this, but it smells amazing. But something that I found recently that is necessary and has made biggest difference to my hair, like honestly, such a difference. My hair is softer, it stays clean longer. Like, I washed my hair on Friday and it's now Monday, and I mean, it's obviously pushed back, so a little bit of it is slightly hidden, but I've put no dry shampoo in this hair at all. And if I took it down, it looks like a little bit greasy, but it's actually not bad at all. And I'm on day 4. And it's these two products I think genuinely have made the biggest difference to my hair and have allowed me to wait longer between washing. My hair looks and feels pretty much the healthiest it's ever looked. Not that you can probably tell right now because it's veering on needing a wash, but honestly the best. The first one, which I do before I shower, I do this once a week. Before I shower, I lather my hair in hair oil, and the hair oil I've been using is just the Beauty Bay Nourish and Fibre Repair Hyaluronic Acid and Castor Oil hair oil. Honestly, I picked this up wanting some hair oil and just like finding the first one that I could find when I was on Beauty Bay. This is so good. I think there's a vlog fairly recently, which was one of the first times I tried this, and like I just like doused my hair in it. I put it all in my scalp, I put it all through the ends, and then I will either tie my hair up or put in a claw clip and go about my morning. And I'll put it in for an hour and a half, somewhere around there. My hair has never felt softer. Honestly, never felt softer. Normally, I find I need to wash my hair less because of grease. It kind of is, but less because of grease and more because my scalp itches. And I find I just have like this really like itchy scalp. And lathering this into my scalp once a week, I think has helped that, which I think is also helping to prolong the time that I can go between washes. Big fan. And then the other thing I think has helped my hair get like uber duper clean is this. And this is from a brand called Bouclem, I think. I'm pretty sure it's designed for curly hair, which I obviously don't have. But I got this in, I believe, an advent calendar or like something like that. Like, I never bought this, but it's just been in my life. And I'm not 100% sure where it comes from, but you stick your hand through here and then it's got these like indents which your fingers like sit in, and put shampoo in your hair and like lather it a little bit, and then take this and I like full on scrub my scalp with this, which is like a silicone bristle brush thing. And I think because I use this and properly clean my hair, and I'm talking like I spend like a good amount of time doing this across my scalp, it actually cleans my hair, like fully cleans my hair, which I think helps it last longer between washes. So between these two, hair routine revolutionized. I don't necessarily have any life favorites so much of the last 2.5 weeks. They're my favorites, they're the things that I've been loving. And now let's get on to the bit that we're all here for, Project 10 Pan. And we have some empties, and we have some very exciting empties, which I can't wait to share with you. So, instead of going through the empties first, because none of these products are going to be swapped out for swapping out purposes. So for any of those of you who haven't seen one of my Project 10 Pan updates, I did Project 10 Pan officially with the official rules 2 years ago, something like that. You know, where you pick you pick 10 products and the project ends when you finish the original 10 products. You can't swap them out, you can't change them, done, finished. And what I found was I got quite bored towards the end and I actually lost interest in it, so I just stopped doing it. So this year, and when I'm doing the prize and the challenge this year, the rules are thus. I have 10 products I'm trying to finish up. I can, if I so desire, swap one out, which means I always have one in there that I'm not really aiming to finish, I'm just aiming to use it more. And if I get really bored of something and I just really don't want to use it anymore, I can swap it out. And that just stops me from getting like bored or frustrated or annoyed. So therefore I'm finding myself way more invested in it because I can swap something out if I really want to. And let's talk you through Project 10 Pan. So, skin prep, she's finished. She is empty. This is the Skin Proud Refresher Hydrating Face Mist and she's finished. I think I've had this for, I don't know, like a year and a half, 2 years nearly, sitting on my desk, looking at me. And I actually finished it. And I found I really enjoyed it as like a last spray just before I started my makeup. Big fan. I actually ended up really enjoying this and I'm actually think I'm gonna miss it. Which means we need to swap it in. And I thought I would continue on the skincare front, but like a skincare item that's a bit more of a skin prep or a kind of like face prep than it is more of a like a skincare item. And one thing I'm really bad at wearing is lip balm. I don't know what it is about lip balm. I forget about it always, every day. So I thought I would add in a lip balm that I've had for a very long time, and it's the Glossier Mango Balm.com Universal Skin Salve. Now I've squashed this so that this is how much is left in the tube, so it's still relatively full. We're talking that much bends down, and I'm gonna put this on my desk and then hopefully it'll remind me to use it before I start my makeup so that when I get to my lipstick at the end, we've moved on past skin prep and we're getting into makeup. So, first makeup product is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I think I've made some decent progress with this. Like, I can't quite remember what it used to look like, but I'm pretty sure there must have been more product in here because I've used it every day since. But she's gonna stay. I'm gonna try and keep working my way through this. Next up is foundation. So this is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Skin Tint. And not that you can really tell, but I'm used down to there. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but there is a line where you can see the foundation is, especially when you hold it up to light. Foundation is now down to there. I can't remember what it was last time, but yeah, I'm actually really enjoying this. It's gonna be one of those products I'm gonna be quite sad to see the back of. Next up is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Vanilla. Now I feel like that's progress. Is it? This is the concealer that I feel like is just never ending. I feel like I'm gonna be using this till the absolute end of my days. I am enjoying it. I kind of am looking forward to using something else. It's getting a little bit tedious now. I've basically been using the same concealer every day for like 2 months. If I wasn't so close, I would tap this out and use something else. I honestly think this is one of my life achievements. Are you ready? Are you ready? I have finished a blush. This is the first and only blush I have ever finished in my entire life. The other thing I've got the closest to is what was previously part of Project 10 Pan, which is the NARS Orgasm. Like that's like some decent progress on that pan, but like this is finished. She is like absolutely empty. Now, I'm not going to replace this like for like because I feel like while I was using this, I sort of abandoned all my other powder blushes and I kind of want to get back into them and get using them. So it's not going to be a like for like switch, but it's going to be a similar type of product. So welcome to the team, the Wet n Wild highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Blossom Glow. Now I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera. Yeah, it does. But there is a little pan. Can you see that little mark? Now I like this highlighter, don't get me wrong, but the packaging is broken. It doesn't actually close, and I kind of don't know if I would keep it in an next declutter. So I'm going to basically just use this up as much as I physically can for the foreseeable future, and we'll see how far we get. So yeah, this is a swap in for my empty Tarte blush. She's finished. I always seem to have an eye product in here, which is less to finish it and more just to use it. You'll notice I have blue eyeliner on today, which is from this palette. I think I've used it like 4 times since I subbed it in a couple of weeks back. So not a huge number of times. There's now little dents in some of these shades. I think I'm gonna keep this in. I don't feel like I've like really got my use out of it yet. So I'm gonna keep this in. Spring has truly sprung. The clocks went forward yesterday. So this is now the perfect time time for this to have its like moment, and these are some beautiful, beautiful shades. I just need to use them more. So she's staying. Let's see how far I can get through this in the next month, because I'm actually filming this on the 1st of April. So, you know, I've actually got a full month to see how far I can get through this. The Merit Bronze Balm in the shade Clay. So I think this will be my 3rd month of using this. If I scroll it all the way down, that's how much I've used, which actually, I can't work out if that's a lot or a little. I feel like I've been using this for absolute ever, and it's still going as strong as the very first day I saw it. So if you want value for money. But yeah, I'm gonna keep using this. This is gonna stay. I haven't got bored of it yet, so this is gonna stay in my monthly project 10 pan, and let's check in a month's time and see how far further I've got through this. We've got my lip liner, which is definitely getting smaller. Look how small she is. This is actually getting tiny. This is another makeup product that I've never finished one of. Lip liners, I have a habit of like using them solidly for a period of time and then forgetting they exist. So if I finish this will be my first lip liner I will have used through to the finish and through to the end. Keeping this one going, and I've just dropped it. Finishing the whole thing off with a setting spray. So this is the Beauty Crop Cocoa Aloe Mist Hydrating Setting Mist. I'm that far through. I'm actually still really enjoying this. I mean, it's like a good all-round basic does the job setting spray. Like, it's not going to set the world alight, but it's definitely doing the job it's been set out for, and it's a good one to have in your makeup bag because it has a bit of a lock on it. And the last product I finished. So I finished the Ted Baker Woman fragrance, which, to be honest, towards the end I really wasn't enjoying it. So I'm kind of glad this is finished and this is out. It was smelling a little bit funky. And when I thought of a trade of a fragrance I kind of didn't enjoy to a fragrance I am enjoying, and I've also had a very, very long time, here she is. I'm going to swap it in for the Lacoste fragrance, because this is the fragrance I've had for the longest time out of all the fragrances they own. And I still own it, which I feel like I should probably try and use it up. So I don't know how far I'm gonna get. It's obviously a very, very big bottle, but I do love a good fragrance, and I do wonder if a concerted effort to try and finish one up. Let's see. This is how used up she is, and let's see where I get at the end of the month. Let's put these all back in. And there you go, project 10 pan for the next month, all in this little container that sits on my desk. I'm actually really excited to have some new things in here. I'm quite excited to be able to try a different blush every day, because I've swapped it in for a highlighter. I'm excited to be able to use the kind of liquid eyeliner more as we kind of move into spring. I'm excited to have a fragrance that I actually like. This is project 10 pan for the next month, and I will check in with you guys at the end of April. So put her down. And we've got 3 more empties, which I can add to the list of things I finished up this year. Only 1 makeup empty, but still pretty solid progress. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe. I film one of these every single month, and you can usually see little check-ins throughout the month, just in vlogs and whatnot. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!